Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Well, I shut down a little earlier. It's Sunday. As y'all know, I don't normally leave out on Sunday. I did this week. I stopped up here in Broken Bow. Got a dadgum nail in the tire back there. So, I'm close enough to my receiver. I told them I wasn't going to worry about it. They get it fixed in the morning and I'd have a Sunday service call on them. So, we've talked about it and worked it out. The pork adobo that I made this morning before I left, I just had some for dinner. Good stuff. Borderline on too salty for me. Might not be for you. I don't do salt, so it don't take a whole lot for me to have too much salt. Spoke a few minutes earlier today with Trucker Jim, and we're going to see about doing a phone interview. So let me call him up, see what we can get going on the horn here. There he is.
Hello?
Trucker Jim the Outlaw.
What's going on?
Oh, I had to shut down a little bit early. I got a nail in my tire. Oh, instead of having them send somebody out on a Sunday and cost that extra little bit, I got extra time. I told them I'd just shut on down and we get it fixed in the morning. Oh,
Okay.
gotta try to take care of them, you know. Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
Boom. How is that?
That's good, or I hope. I can hear you better. Hopefully the folks, I am recording. Oh.
Okay. So is this live or you recording?
No, I'm recording it. I'll post it in a little while.
Right on.
I don't do live on my tablet. I record on my tablet. So in this way, if you don't say all the right things about me, I can delete it, see?
That is the power of editing.
That's it.
I prefer editing over live myself.
Right?
And I am actually uploading one at 94% right now.
There you go.
I'll probably make it public. I'll optimize it tonight.
Yeah.
Cool thumbnail.
And I just had some of that pork adobo I was telling you about earlier. Dadgum, that stuff was good, buddy boy.
I bet it was. I'm kind of thinking I kind of want something to eat.
Well, you,
I don't have time to cook right now.
yeah, you need to watch that video on. Like I said, it's something I think you'll be able to cook in your truck.
I'll check it out.
Depends upon how people have it, their truck set up. It'd be a real nice dish to cook for several hours as you're going down the road.
Right. Do it with crock pot.
Yeah, well, we did it in a big pot, but I don't see why you couldn't do it in a crock pot. She has it boiling.
I've got the lunchbox cooker.
Right. You might
It gets
watch.
pretty hot. It goes to about 300, 350 degrees.
Right, yeah.
And you just plug it in.
I would suggest you watch her video and or my video both. Definitely watch her so you see how she's telling you to do it. And
Right.
I had a couple oops and a couple of ways where I substituted, because she likes hers real spicy. I don't do real spicy, and neither does Grandma Rose. So we cut back on some of her seasoning. Hey, I tell everybody, you know, have fun with it, make it your own, change it up to your likes, you know?
Right.
So, it is what it is. Oh, I wanted to play a little 20 question with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, fire away, man.
All right, well, how long you been trucking?
About 4 years now.
That's what I thought. And most of these I think I know the answers to, but I want to get it on record from you on any and all of it. Next one is, why in the world did you decide to go trucking?
Well, man, I wanted to get out of sales for a little while, and like anything where I wasn't having to knock on doors and sell things seemed like a step up, but at the same time, I don't think I could stay put in one place, you know, such as factory. And I don't know, it just kind of worked out. I ran across a truck driver, you know, and I was an insurance guy at the time, so I got to ask a few questions. I became interested in it. I figured out a way to get a grant for it, and well, the rest is history.
All right, what kind of schooling did you go to for it?
I went to one of those 3-week deals. Mine was called TDI, the Truck Driving Institute.
Yeah?
Their main like office or whatever is up there with Big Smo in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. But I was at the Richburg, South Carolina, which is just a little south of Charlotte.
Now, you are a Carolina boy, right?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised a whole bit, not a transplant?
No, not at all. I mean, I've lived other places temporarily and
Right.
been, well, everywhere in the United States except Maine. But yeah, Carolina's home.
Yeah, that's how I'm about Texas. I've been other places, but always come back to Texas. Now, I was born and raised in Missouri in the Ozark Mountains. That's why you hear me say I'm a hillbilly. But as soon as I was old enough to leave, I was about 14 at the time, I left the hills and never turned back, so to speak. Wound up in Texas and fell in love, and it's hard to get me out of Texas. So, now what was the first company you drove for?
U.S. Express.
U.S. Express. Now, they did not put you through school, correct?
They did not.
Okay, that's what
And
that...
I didn't have to do tuition reimbursement because, you know, I got a grant.
Right. So how long did you drive with them?
A year and 9 months.
Well, that's pretty
I
good.
started January of 2015, and I drove to them till I think it was like Friday the 13th, September the 13th of 2016.
Friday the 13th. That they always say that's a bad day. Now I tell
You know,
everybody.
I got fired. For
Oh,
something
Lordy.
that happened a couple of weeks before a speeding ticket in Montana.
Oh, dadgummit. Now, was that the only thing you had against you on your record?
Well, depends on how you look at it, man. I did get a warning one time for improper lane change.
Yeah.
Which is right up there with erratic or improper lane change is the way it's actually worded. Or the
Yeah.
CSA is kind of up there with like 15 miles an hour of the speed limit and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I didn't get a ticket for it. I got a warning for it. But U.S. Express put me on a 36-month probation.
Oh, wow.
Warning.
36
So when that
months.
speeding ticket happened, I was gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are like that. Now, how was they overall to drive for? As a young rookie starting out and all that, now that you're older, do you think you got shafted? Was they pretty decent? How'd that work out?
I mean, it was fine, man. I team drove, and I was on my way to getting divorced anyway, so, you know, getting home wasn't really a priority. Making money was a priority, and, you know, I did pretty good with it. I ended up making $56,000 my first year.
No, that ain't bad.
Up to 8 weeks at a time, you know, in order to pull that off.
Right. Well,
But I
good.
trained with them a little bit. You know, I was making videos at the time of the whole U.S. Express thing. So, I mean, it was okay. Actually, towards the end, I felt they started micromanaging a little bit, and that stuff would get on my nerves, and also having to get a gate pass to get the heck out of a terminal, like signed by 3 people. I could not see any justification for me having to, like, deal with that bullshit instead of just get back on the road. I have no interest in reapplying, even though they've got $10,000 sign-on bonus.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in them $10,000 sign-on bonuses anyway. So, when did you start doing your videos? I went back and watched a couple of the pretty early ones, and evidently you started not too long after you started driving, eh?
It was pretty much simultaneous, Papa Joe. Other than this little one I played around with the kids with some Halloween clips, earlier in the year, I think it was. My first one I did in a hotel room while I was at truck driving school. And the second one was about halfway through orientation in January 2015. And I've been doing it pretty steady ever since.
Right. They get addictive, don't they?
I guess.
Well, can you just go 2 weeks without making a video?
I don't think I have went 2 weeks without uploading something. I've went a week before a time or two, but I don't think I made it 2 weeks. I had one time where I went 33 days in a row.
Right.
Uploading. And the most of those were actually edited videos. I mean, there was a couple of live streams in there that kept the streak alive.
Yeah.
Most of them were edited.
Yeah, see, I don't do all that editing that you do. So, well, now after you're...
A sane person wouldn't, Papa Joe. I mean, you're probably the smart one there. A sane person wouldn't put the time into it.
I just make them and put them up. You either like me or you don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I have those that criticize me, but without trying to be rude, I tell them, if you don't like me, go on. There's plenty more out there. Go find one that you like. So.
Celery popped up. I was stopped. This is my break, too.
Right. Now, after your little deal with U.S. Express, did you have trouble finding another job?
Yes, I had quite a bit of trouble. But I found one. I was able to go to Maverick. Greyhound bussed me out to Little Rock, Arkansas. And I was really impressed. Pretty excited to be a part of Maverick. There's a lot of good things I can say about them.
Yeah, those videos I seen, and I watch you going through your orientation and your tie down and all that. Actually, I've recommended a couple of those videos, some fellers that was talking about trying to do flatbedding. I told them you didn't go into explaining how you was tying it down. I said, but look behind him. He's showing some of the stuff, the rolls and coils, and look at how they did it. That's a start,
Yeah, I only made 10 videos while I was Maverick, and then wham bam, a trailer kind of turns over on me, and I'm out of a job again. And I really had a tough time finding work after, being fired twice in the fall of 2016.
Yeah, so you're living testament to you need to really work on keeping that record clean.
I've been good since then.
Right. Well, I turned a container over once. I mean, stuff happens, and actually my fifth wheel gave way and let it turn over, and they was trying to holler I hadn't hooked it right, the company that came and uprighted it, and they had me back underneath it after they uprighted, and me trying to tell them, folks, I looked, that I have my way of going through. I tug and I get out and look. Something is wrong with that fifth wheel. And they're running their mouth and told me to go. State trooper, I was in Georgia. He was standing there watching. When I went to pull, to take off, it came unlatched again and started falling again. Nothing but assholes and elbows. Them boys were getting out of the way. I climbed out and I said, now, I told you, something's broke. Yeah. So, but stuff happens, it's trucking.
Minutes, Papa Joe. What's your other question?
Now that you're with G&P, correct? How are you liking the trucking? It's understandable you had a little rough start. How are you liking the trucking?
Man, it's hard to see myself doing anything outside of trucking now. It's got in my blood now.
Right.
I brand new 2019 International LT. Got 11,000 miles on it, which I put almost all of those. It had 300 and plastic on the seats when I got it.
Right. Well, you was mentioning earlier some new stuff in your future. Do you care to discuss it, or you want to still keep it under wraps for a while?
I can kind of, mention it a bit. It's not in full swing yet, but come January, GMP is going to have a media director, which this is a new position. We've never had one before. I kind of came to them with the idea of it, and I'd already had 22 referral bonuses this year, so they knew who I was and had noticed that they got to the point where they're actually mentioning my videos in their orientation. As far as they got a driver on YouTube, but it just worked out. I'm going to have a pretty unique position, and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm going to be making a lot of content, about truck driving, for our drivers, but other people I think are going to benefit from it as well.
Now, will this all go onto your channel, or is it something special just for the company?
Well, it's going to be a new channel, but no, it'll be public, man. Anybody in the world can watch it.
Are you going to keep your regular channel up?
Yeah, and I've actually got another channel I'm going to be starting before the beginning of the year.
Damn it, boy, one channel ain't enough. You going for 3?
Well, the Trucker Jim thing, Papa Joe, they don't really want nothing unless it's trucking, man.
Yeah.
And I can give us some trucking, but, I have other interests outside of trucking. So that's what this other channel is. It's going to be about some of my other interests outside of truck driving.
Right. I totally get it. That's where, as you've seen on my channel, I do a wide variety of stuff. And, go watch what you want to watch of it,
Right.
What the heck. All right, well, you were saying your 30-minute break is about up. I don't want to take up all your break. Anything?
It is, and I'm also uploading a YouTube video. Actually, it's done now. It's like as soon as we're over here, if you guys want to check it out, the name of my channel is Trucker Jim. But the name of this video is called Rain Game at Williams Bright.
All right.
Which a friend of mine and I, we went to a football game yesterday down in Columbia, and it was raining, but it's a pretty cool little video.
Well, cool beans. I'll go check it out when you get it up. Well, brother, I just wanted to touch base with you. Save my phone number, and if you would, give me a holler. Let's do a follow-up on how this new adventure. You're living proof that trucking can be a rough start at times, but if you stick it out and get to know what you're doing.
It turned into, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
The truck brought it.
Yep, that's a fact, and you're working it. All right, brother, I thank you for your little bit of time here, and stay in touch with me. Remember, God loves you, and so do I, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Papa Joe.
All right. Good night, bro. All right, there you heard it, folks. Trucker Jim. Go check out his channel. He's going to have another one. He's got stuff going on. The gentleman is living proof that you can have a rough start in trucking. He was honest with us. He had a couple of tickets with that first company in his first 2 years. It got to be a little bit rough to find a job, but he did find one. And then he had an accident with that second company, which is not uncommon. It's not a matter of if you're going to have an accident or if you're going to get a ticket. It's a matter of when. These things will happen. Trucking is nothing but a number game, and the more miles that you get under your belt without something happening, the more likely it is to happen soon. And he's living proof of that. He's also living proof that if you don't just lay down and start the pity party, that you can make something materialize out of it. You can make stuff continue to happen. You can stay in the industry. I have a few different subscribers that have told me they've got issues. Folks, there's a company out there that will hire you. unless you have just been totally stupid, there's a company out there that will hire you. And if you keep staying in the truck and keep working the system, keep working what you know, just like he's talking about, his company is, he had told me earlier, they're starting a whole new division, so to speak, a whole new little part of their company for him to do videos for them. And he said those will be public. So go check him out, Trucker Jim. He's got quite a few videos, I don't know how many. And he's walked you through his 4-year career from almost the beginning. So check him out. With that, I'm going to call Grandma, let her flirt with me a little bit, and do a live stream here in a short. And y'all remember, good Lord loves you, so do I. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Go check out my t-shirts, my Patreon page, my Facebook page, all of that stuff. And see what I'm about if you don't already know. Those of you that already know, thank you for being subscribers. I see I've got quite a few new subscribers. Thank you all for signing up. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Y'all have a fine evening now. Good night.